Okay, guys, this reading is for the Divine Feminine for August 2018. And it's interesting that I wasn't even going to do a video this month because I've got so many things going on. But I like to pull cards on a regular basis anyways. And when I saw this, I thought, oh my God, this is for the Divine Feminine. So I wanted to make sure that I read it and got it out to you so that you can get the benefits of it. The first card you'll see in the top row is the Eight of Pentacles. And the thing that really jumps out at me is that finally there's going to be some fair pay for the hard work that you are doing and that you are putting in. This card is here to show you that what it is you're focusing your attention on is finally going to pay off. Now, don't expect that it's going to pay off hugely with no work. We have lots of work to do, but the good news is that you will receive really fair payment finally for the very hard work that you're doing. Now, how this translates into your relationships is that the effort that you've been putting in, the effort that you put in, you're going to start seeing some return on that. You're going to start seeing some more feedback on that. And it still is going to be a lot of work for you, but it's going to seem worth it. And I think that that's the key. So the next card that we have is the Two of Staves, which is really all about putting inspiration into action. Okay? So that may mean that you have some kind of new ideas or new ventures that you're working on. And it's also very symbolic of partnership, whether that is an existing partnership or even a new partnership. It indicates that there is success on the horizon and you're feeling really confident about that. You probably have a really good way of looking at what is ahead. In other words, your perspective is really good and you are thinking forward, but you see the actual beginning of something beginning to blossom, which is really great. The third card in the top row is the Sacrifice card, which is the Hangman. So while all of this is happening, you are being asked to surrender and to have a bit of patience. There might be a little bit of sacrifice that is necessary in order to move everything forward. So expect just a little bit of a pause, expect just a little bit of a wait, and try to be patient. That's necessary and it's part of your journey. And whether that means, taking care of somebody or, maybe even compromising and giving some people what they need, even though it's a lot of extra effort for you, it's a really great way to spend this period of time as all of this is culminating, okay? And on the second row here, we have the Justice card, which is Athena. And I want to say the thing that struck me with this card is, again, it's the fairness card. That, in the first card that we have, the Eight of Pentacles, there's a fairness for the hard work. Well, fairness comes up again in the Justice card, all right? And the beauty of Athena is, the ability to be wise, the ability to look at situations with a detached sort of feeling. In order to create the highest outcome, sometimes we have to look at things, especially if they're challenging, with a bit of a detached viewpoint in order to approach it from a very wise perspective. So you're also looking at the fairness of the situations around you. Are you being fair to yourself? Are you being fair to others? So there's a really big, I want to say there's a really big theme of fairness and the promise of fairness in the situation, something that feels like a win-win. But there is going to be some work involved, as that Eight of Pentacles kind of shows, and there is going to be some sacrifice, as the Kuan Yin and Hangman card is present. So, but if you look at the promise of new partnerships and new ventures moving forward, it's a great reading. Now, interestingly enough, the oppression card comes up, which is the Tower card. And what's interesting is that when I was looking at this reading, I thought, wow, it's just so filled with fairness and good compensation for the amount of work being put in, a good return on what you're doing, the efforts you're putting in. And I'm like, what's this oppression card doing here? And I want to say, in your union, there may be a possibility that you feel a little bit of the projections that you have onto your counterpart, and you may be feeling like you're getting some signals that are pushing some of your buttons. But all of that is really just coming up for release because, in the traditional tarot, this is the Tower card, okay? And I want to say that in this particular case, it is representing a pause. A pause, a brief moment before you burst out into the light, all right? So you may have had a particular view of the world. All of that has changed. All of a sudden, things are going to take a brand new turn, a brand new leap. And it feels to me more like that this Tower card is more about a pause. So again, it's the sacrifice card. It's things aren't completely coming to fruition, but you're in a period of time where it's important to stop for a minute and to give to the situation a little bit. It's hard work, but it's rewarding work. It's something that will springboard you forward into this new partnership from the Two of Staves, or Two of Wands, whichever way you want to look at it. But yeah, so it's an important card, in that it's indicating that things aren't quite here yet, but they are right around the corner. Moving finally to the foundation card, which is the Venus card, the love card. And this is kind of what excited me the most, is in all of this, what it's really saying is that there's a great amount of integration going on within you of your divine feminine and masculine energies, which gives you a good, solid foundation from which to spring forth. It's also the divine marriage card, okay? It's your self-esteem within yourself, but it's also a renewed awareness of what is involved in the passionate love, what is needed to encourage it. There's quite a bit of artistic creativity involved. It's the blending of those feminine and masculine energies within yourself, which enables everything to move forward. So in a sense, even though we're at a pause, it's a very good indication that this is going to be a tremendous month of shift and change. It's going to be forward movement. It's going to be some rewards for the hard work that you've put in. So I feel highly encouraged by this card. When we look at the outcome card, we get the Ace of Staves, or the Ace of Wands, which is a great card for this reading. It's all about new opportunity. It's all about a creative period. It's all about, again, moving into a energy of flow. It's about the start of a new day. It's about, dreams beginning to be realized. And here we are in August, and we're headed into the Lionsgate, And the Lionsgate energy is powerful and fuels so much of this move towards abundance, abundance of everything. It's putting all of your hard work into creative expression, into the manifestations, beginning to manifest what you've been putting all of your efforts into. So I just thought this was a really great reading. It's a super short reading, so hopefully it will just give you a quick idea of some of the things that are to come in the month of August. Yeah, so anyways, just wanted to put that quick reading out there. Thanks so much for taking the time to listen, and I hope you have a very blessed month of August.